Hello and welcome to another game. This time it is in the Bedfordshire County Football League. It's for the Biggleswade United Reserves. They are away from home this evening to Barton Rovers Reserves. Team news is as follows. The teams are ready to come out. In goal, Biggleswade will have Jack Marshall in goal. Back four of James Clark, Callum Hollingsworth, Lewis Digweed, and Fred Steer. For midfield four of Robbie Hunt, James Sizzard, who captains the side, Ollie Henson, and Callum Elliott. With a just behind the striker is Tyler Smith, and up front is Frey Menambola. I am your commentator, Ryan Madden, and just joined me just in time is Nick Whittaker.
Evening,
How are you
everyone.
tonight, Nick? All right?
Yeah, all good, thanks. Yeah, very good.
If you are wondering,
Evening, viewers.
we are going to be either going left or right, but I hope we're not going right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I was just introduced in the stream. We've only just started because it just went live as the teaser. But it's a big game for the reserves tonight, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah, very big game. You know, I think they've won one game this season so far, and
It's the last game as well.
last game they won 3-2, and it's we could have got a nice winning run. And I did play well last game they played, so I think it goes well. Let's just see the manager Cameron Omar with Darren walking across the pitch, and there's the legend Marvs in the background. I'll be mentioning the legend Marvs quite a few times tonight.
Yeah.
Anyone
it looks like I might have got my wish, so we're just gonna move over
casually move over
slightly to this side, unless the coin toss is happening, but I hope not. Otherwise,
you're right.
you all right?
Yeah, all right. Oh.
Thumbs up there from the gaffer. Just bear with us. I know we are live on YouTube doing this as well, which is always fun. And they're doing a coin toss, which means you might. There we go. Make sure we're all set up now.
Seamless.
And there is a coin toss, which is you're all right holding the camera.
Yeah,
just do that. You're all right. But yeah, we mentioned Biggleswade were in the reserves were without to win, but they won their last game. Yeah, they did win their last match
3-2.
Yeah, 3-2. 3-2 away to Oakley Reserves. For some reason, I wrote down loss. I didn't mean to write that down.
Oh, well.
Freeman and Bolo got himself a hat-trick that day. And he's
Karen Dell walking around. Maybe they're going to join us. Or maybe they'll just carry on walking.
They'll probably just carry on walking.
They'll carry on walking, yeah. I won't ask them for any.
Ben Bolo's got 5 goals in 5 games. He was a player who's played in the first team a few times last season, didn't he, Menambolo?
Yeah, he started the season, and it's so well. It's good to see him doing so well, you know.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I thought he did well actually. To be honest, in a very difficult situation, he's a hard-working forward. He's obviously finding the goals now.
James Tizzard as well, a player who was part of our team at the start of last season. It's good to see him still part of the club as well.
Yeah,
with the reserves.
Yeah, Tiz was the first person I interviewed for the match day program last season. Very entertaining.
And of course,
good character at the club.
Yeah, definitely. You right, Del?
Evening. And
any words for your fans?
fans?
Many fans.
I think many fans. Yeah. Let's hope for 3 points, that's all I'd say. And a good performance.
Yeah. Obviously, got your son Lewis playing, captain of the team, I believe, isn't he? Is he captain?
No,
James captain. See, that's why I should put my glasses on when watching the toy cost.
It'd help, wouldn't it?
Yeah. No, I put them on. There they go. Yeah. He was captain last season, Lewis. So.
Seeing if you're in the huddle. We were supposed to kick off at 7:30, but
yeah,
they haven't quite kicked off yet. If you are just joining us, put in the comments also where you're watching from. That's always a fun game to play. And a little bit about the hosts, who they're struggling big time at the moment themselves in this division. They're without a win. They've lost their first 5 matches in the league. But they could well see this game as an opportunity to get their first win, so they definitely can't take Barton Rovers for granted, can we?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm sure they're going to
So we are underway. Menambolo kicks us off. As I will get my stopwatch. And it's Callum Elliott. Kids are crossing early. Was unlucky there, Callum. As a player who's, I believe, still with the record books. Biggleswade United's youngest ever first-team goal scorer. Last season.
Probably is still, isn't he? Yeah.
Unless the Peterborough Northern Star game got scrapped off the record books altogether, because I know they got licked. Let's go Biggleswade, says Lucas. He's hoping for big 3 points. Biggleswade got their first win of the season last week. They're looking to make it back-to-back now, but it'll be a tough game today. It is against bottom of the table, but like I said, when you've got a team that are playing at home, it's certainly the games they'd want to win, but as James says out there with the early pass, was just a bit too much there for
and James has hit the deck there. Don't know who's got caught after doing the pass there. He looks like he's going to be okay.
I hear you know a thing or two about the number 7, Nick. We don't have to mention it if you don't want to.
No, I won't mention it yet. No.
It's too early.
Yeah, too early, yeah. He's over the other side of the pitch, so he's not... he's probably happy to be the other side of the pitch as well. Yeah, number 7 is my nephew, Robbie Hunt. And his mum's in the crowd today, and so is his granddad. It's actually the first time we've seen him play since pre-COVID time, so it's a big night for him.
It's good to see Dell and Karen Digweed here to support their son Lewis.
Yeah.
Good, very. My words, that was a good catch there by Jack Marshall. Very good people at the club, Dell and Karen.
Yeah,
Dell, one of the assistant coaches, but obviously does so much more as well as Karen. And Lewis, their son, plays for the reserves.
Oh, we've got the Barton Reserves line up here.
Oh.
So I'm just putting this in the point.
Jack latest.
So I think you're going to read it out, Ron.
So the Barton Reserves lineup this evening is in goal, Jack Galatis. Number 2, Ben Smith. Number 6, Adam Woodley. Number 13, Kenneth Okoro. Number 14, Brian Davis. Number 7, Captain Craig McCann. Number 8, just got to make sure I don't miss any action there whilst I'm reading that. It's on the screen for you anyway.
Ace Barker, I think, number 8.
Ace Barker, number 8. Some defending here to do for Biggleswade United. It's been cleared away. I think that was by Lewis Digweed.
Oh, you need to get hold of that, the Barton defender. Otherwise, Frey could have been on the way there.
We'll continue to read that in a moment. If you'd be able to send that in the group chat for us, Josh, that would be great. I'd write that down on my pad potentially at half time. If you could put that on the group chat for us, that would be amazing.
Thanks, Josh. Big thanks to Josh Russell there for providing the team details.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah, who's
and that's, of course, the Biggleswade United line up there as well.
Yeah. Josh, who is the son of the legend Marvs. I can't keep mentioning it all night. So.
This could be a decent ball over the top.
Nearly.
Well caught there by the goalkeeper.
Yeah. Sorry, high kick.
Steered away by Callum Hollingsworth. Apologies if it takes a while to get the names right. That could be a ball that Callum Elliott could latch on to.
William Fred Steer there, done well. Good covering there by Lewis Digweed. It's a throw to Barton.
Apologies for the restricted view. There isn't many decent places to set up around here. I don't know what we're going to do for the second half.
We've got subs to the Biggleswade there as well.
Yeah, as I mentioned before the game, it's the subs: Danny Carter, Brad Heaps,
you
George
got caught there.
Newman, and Callum Every. Is a free kick here to Biggleswade.
Yeah, it's a bit of a late foul there on Robbie Hunt. Pushing 4 foot there, but it's passed back to the goalkeeper.
Back to Jack Marshall. Also play a couple of games for the first team last season as well.
Yeah, Jack did. Good
This could be a decent ball over the top here. Cool. It was well defended in the end. Callum Elliott will be looking to try and get himself into that, but just didn't quite commit to the challenge, did he, Callum, there?
No, he didn't want to. Yeah, it's a bit half. Didn't go fully in that challenge there, but he's got some room here, though.
Now it's Callum Elliott. He's looking for Freeman and Bolo. And now it's still Frey. It was well defended.
Well defended there.
Callum's got a compression to do. He's done well there. Callum Elliott's now back with Melambolo. Melambolo is placed in the box. It's been cleared out. It could well be dangerous for Biggleswade.
Off the line.
It's off the line there. It was Ollie Henton there with the chance. And now Barton Rovers are back up the pitch themselves now.
3 on 3. Oh, key
cleared
chance there.
by Hollingsworth.
Yeah, if I remember rightly, I think great chance there from Callum Hollingsworth. I think Callum was actually man of the match in the game we covered last season, Ryan, if I remember rightly.
I think you might be right, actually.
Yeah.
Mate.
Cool, what a memory. Don't remember that one, but yeah.
And that's another loose ball. Henton's managed to get onto it now with Melambolo. That was a good idea with Tizard running in behind. He just couldn't quite. He was actually too quick for the ball there, and I think he wouldn't mind us saying that.
It's very much into it. Oh, the Barton players going through it, but
both teams have leaked a lot of goals in the first 5 games, and you're certainly seeing the very end-to-end style of match in the early stages of the match. And Melambolo, that's a lovely running behind. He's onside. Frey Melambolo's got Callum Elliott with him if he needs it. Frey Melambolo, look at the play for Elliott, and he was just Frey was just too quick for.
Great turn of speed from Frey Melambolo there.
A brilliant interception there by James Tizard, but just couldn't. It was
Yep. Tiz came flying in there, but yeah, fantastic run by Frey.
James Tizard as well. Let's go Biggleswade. I'm one of Nick's biggest fans, actually, one of 3. He knows his sport.
Oh, that's Andy J. I know Andy. He's he's one of my 3 fans. Evening, Andy. Hope you're enjoying the game. Yeah, and Andy's actually a county medalist at 10,000 metres. He's an athlete. Yeah, so yeah, very well known in the athletic circles, and.
Unlucky there by James Tizard.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Nick.
Yeah, that's okay. I bet he's pleased that I mentioned that about his he's done athletics, but it's Callum Elliott with the ball, and it's going to be a throw to Biggleswade, I believe.
Yeah, it looked like it was good.
No, he's going to pick it at Barton.
He's giving it the other way.
I'm not sure about that.
The Digweed Steph. Digweeds weren't happy, and apologies there if you heard any bad language. But I mean, even you called it straight away. That had to be a throw in.
Yeah.
To Biggleswade, but this was given Barton Rovers away.
Good turn by the 15, and he's hitting the ball towards the Barton High Street. I don't know. Unusual pass there.
I think that's on the A1 underpass.
I think that one there, yeah. It's a good turn, and then, I don't know, maybe he left his contact lenses in the change room. Tiz having words with the gaffer.
Quite an interesting development that, because of course they did play in the same team, didn't they?
They did for the first team, at the start of last season, absolutely.
Omar now is the manager
of
the Biggleswade United reserves.
As did Frey. Frey played as well.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
and Callum as well. So yeah, there's a number of players who turned out for us in the first team started last season when.
Now that
hopefully a chance to progress, and you never know.
It could well be an opportunity tonight where if anyone who does impress, it could well be an opportunity, to I know our first team is very strong at the moment, but it's still, this is where the reserves come in really well, because if you do impress and there are injuries, it's an opportunity for like a Callum to come back in, or a Frey potentially.
Yep.
That's what.
Was a foul? No. played on.
He has played on there. It was him very harsh. Frey's back on his feet though, so it's not. If anything, I think the Barton Rovers player might have came off worse.
Well, played Fred Steer.
Fred Steer. That Barton Rovers player is still down from that challenge, but Callum Elliott's still going to play on here on his left-hand side.
So throw it to Biggleswade. Yeah, listen, that's the players.
That was the original foul. I think it was the Barton Rovers player there. He actually made the foul on Freeman and Bowler, but he came out worse out of the two. And as you can see, just there on the screen.
Promising break there. Great interception there from Fred Steer. He done really well. Started well. Good pass to Callum Elliott up the wing, and they won the throw. Yeah, the Biggleswade. Sorry, the Barton player still down. The physios.
It's good to see as well the reserves for the first time in their new home, kit as well. I'd like to thank. I don't
like to talk about 10,000 metre gold medal very much, but many do. Ask me.
I think if I had a gold medal, I think I'd be telling everyone, to be fair. So.
Yeah, and he keeps it quiet. Doesn't really like to tell many people about it.
It's just a bit of break and play here whilst the Barton Rovers player just getting some treatment. Gives an opportunity for Cameron to talk to some of the players. I think it's been a bright start.
Very bright start. It's been very interesting.
In 10 minutes.
Been an entertaining game so far. It started well. Yeah, and hopefully I'll see what they make from the throne. Yeah, the Barton player still getting treatment. I think there's a sign of Menembolo's strength there, to be honest. It's like,
definitely.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 ball, and he came in strong. And looks like the game's to recommence. Oh, Physio's still there.
So throw is taken. They are back on the way, as you mentioned. It's Henton now with the shot from range.
Great effort there.
Just wide of the post. I was about to. I thought that was in it. It's actually taken a deflection, and it's out for a corner. But it was a fantastic effort there by
great effort there
Ollie
from
Henton.
Ollie Henton there. It was worth a shot, and he certainly goaled it well. He must have took a slight deflection off the corner. So it's
Robbie Hunt over the corner.
Robbie the corner. Lovely corner from Robbie there.
Brilliant corner.
That nearly went as well.
Nearly saw a Douglas Louise special there by Robbie Hunt.
I tell you, what a corner from Robbie Hunt there. That was
curve on that there, and it's certainly if the wind picked up a little bit more, it certainly would have been close. It'd be interesting to see if we were over on that side, just how close that was. Because we probably can't tell from this angle.
It looked close. It did.
But it's I'm not sure if you could see it clearly on the stream, but it certainly looked like that was curving in, and the goalkeeper was rooted as well. And this, certainly would be a good part of his game if he could have that kind of, especially at this sort of level as well. Yeah. Or any level really. That's you've even seen it with Aston Villa. They brought on Douglas Louise just to score from a corner. It's quite incredible, really.
Anyone watching the stream, obviously Ryan's mentioned. Let us know where you're watching the game. Also, let us know if you won any gold medals in county championships or any other sporting exploits you've done. Or any thoughts on the game so far? This is our first reserve game we've covered this season. Hopefully we'll cover a few more. And they've always been entertaining games, ones I've seen. They always give 100%. And that's close as well.
Very good effort right up the other end. This is what I'm talking about. It's very end-to-end.
Yeah.
For the start of this game.
Yeah, I don't think Jack Marsh had it covered. It was going into the far corner, but just went slightly wide. Both teams are getting chances there.
Yeah, I think that might have been I think that might have been Nathan Miller, you know. I think that might have been. But it certainly wasn't far off again. And you're certainly seeing it's two sides. I don't think either side really want to concede first in this game.
No. Barton away still.
They are away here. They could well be through. Barton Rovers. He's taken the touch. He's taken
goal.
the shot. It's a finish. And I might have been commentator's curse there a little bit, so apologies for that. But
who scored there?
it was a very well taken chance.
We can't see the number, unfortunately, yet. We'll see it soon. Who it was. Bear with us. It was number 18.
18, which was... I didn't think I had an 18 on it.
Must have changed his shirt before the game.
I haven't got an 18 on here, so I'm not sure.
So some players changed his shirt. Was it number 10? Is that 10?
If it's number 10, it is Ace Barker.
It might be number 10.
Yeah,
it's the
maybe
10.
It's
Yeah.
Zero
It's a 10 with 0 across.
Ace Barker.
Yeah.
The,
I need to put... And I'm wearing my glasses. That was embarrassing, that was. For 18, isn't it? Yeah, it's one of those.
Point in the game, Biggleswade. They started well.
Yep.
They don't want the game to go away from them now. They've certainly got good attacking prowess with Raymond and Bolo up there with Callum Elliott, but so far it is the hosts that have got themselves the early lead in this game, as Biggleswade United now will be looking to get themselves back on level terms.
Let's see if we score from this.
If it's any consolation, either side are yet to keep a clean sheet this season, so I would be very shocked if this does stay 1-0.
Yeah.
Solly Henton seems to be... I have to say, with the balance of play, I think that Barton Rovers goal certainly came against the run of play.
Yeah.
And now they're looking to try and get themselves back up the pitch, but they've been intercepted here by Ace Barker. I think it was actually Deontay who scored for
Right.
Mahanzu, who scored.
Sorry, Devontae Mahanzu. Oh, the long ball.
I think Frey was in an offside position there, so he couldn't go for the ball anyway.
Yeah. So Barton Rovers reserves 1, Biggleswade United reserves 0.
Ben Smith
long
with
ball
the
there,
ball.
and it's gone out for a Barton throw.
Right. Biggleswade United now with some defending to do. Oh, it could have been it was a loose effort there in the end by Craig.
Yeah. Yeah, I think one thing I've noticed, when the high balls, that Barton seems to be getting to the second ball more consistently. I think that's something that probably the manager wants to try and rectify.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that, Ron.
Yeah. Especially in the early stages as well. There might be a few nerves out there.
Could be.
Temperature has really dropped to the evening. I don't know if you can play that into a factor. Maybe.
Yeah.
Then you've got the warm-ups as well, so...
Yeah, I think it's just...
not, but...
Yeah, I think it's just...
You can tell who the home team are.
You can.
But there's going to be a decent ball in behind. Callum times one to perfection here if he can get himself in behind. Brady needs to latch onto it. And now it's Ollie Henton, who's probably had the best effort for Biggleswade so far.
Whoop. And it covered.
And it's gone out of play for a throw-in. It's Tyler Smith with the throw here for Biggleswade United Reserves. It's a heavy touch. Lewis Digweed had to get that right, and he did well in the end there, Lewis.
And we've got another message there.
Sebastian, come on, Biggleswade. Yeah, we're certainly...
Rightly so, Sebastian.
A crucial point in this game for Biggleswade United, definitely.
And there's another throw to Biggleswade. Come on, Biggleswade. Tears is telling players just to settle down now. Lovely fit there from Callum Elliott there. And
couldn't quite get his feet together there. when you've got a striker like Frey up front with 5 goals in 5 games, it's certainly a
I'll tell you one thing. I'll say it's
good outlet
interesting.
to have. And his Menembola now with still well defended actually.
It was very well defended.
They intercepted again by Biggleswade as they look to try and continue this pressure now and get back on level terms. This could be a good running behind, and James couldn't quite keep his run there, and flags up for offside. Sorry, Nick, you were saying?
No, I was saying when defending that throw, Barton enough to put all the players back for that defending, which is interesting. I think they're obviously anxious, being in the lead. So I'm definitely not out of this game. Not, it's very early stages anyway. So
yeah. And come all the way through here, that goal kick as well. This could be dangerous again here for Barton Rovers. They need to try and clear this away.
Oh, is it still got it away?
And it's well caught in the end there by Jack Marshall.
Yeah.
It all came from the pass of another Jack. Genetis.
Yeah.
In the Barton Rovers net. That's a lovely goal kick this time by Jack Marshall.
Wow.
Jackson goal.
And it's a throw-in to Biggleswade.
A throw-in to Biggleswade United, and in a dangerous, in a good area as well. Finn Lewis might be getting some treatment.
Yeah, looks it.
Looks like a bit of a painful one. So it's going to be a throw in here to Biggleswade, and now it's Silo crossed in and
Corner.
intercepted away. It's a opportunity for a corner. Robbie Hunt will be taking the corner once again.
I assume so. There he is.
Could
be another Robbie special. Who knows?
Tyler, load the middle. Get to load the middle.
Well, I think they'll be expecting this time, surely.
Yeah, definitely. There's bodies coming into the box for this as well. Lovely cross.
Lovely crossing again.
Away. He's looking to get it once again. Robbie Hunt now with the cross. That could well be. Oh, it's gone just too far. He's going to try and keep that in play. Couldn't quite. But that was unlucky there by Robbie.
Yeah, just a bit too much behind it. But the first corner was very, very good. Just worried about where that ball bounced on the fence. I think it's bounced into the car, but we'll wait. I'll find out after the end of the game. I've got to call the AA on it.
They're on 22 minutes played. It's Barton Rovers reserves 1, Biggleswade United reserves 0. But Biggleswade definitely have responded well, haven't they, Nick?
They have. I think they played well throughout the game. You know, it's, you can say they don't deserve to be 1-0 down, but it was a decent finish by Barton. But you've got to keep.
At the moment, it's just they're just missing that final ball. I think
to
Frey.
Yeah.
If they can get that right, I think there's certainly goals in this game.
Yeah, nice. Because they've got the wind behind them at the moment, so it could be worth trying a few pot shots as well if they get the opportunity. Because that wind's certainly in their favour at the moment, and I think it's picking up. If anything else, so.
Ben Smith now over the throw-in for Barton Rovers. A good interception there.
Is that Fred Steele?
Fred Steele, yeah.
Yeah.
Back with they're now throwing Menembola. Lovely little turn and pace here now. James Tizard.
I thought we'd have another Tizard moment there.
Intercepted, but Biggleswade United now back on the ball now with Lewis Digweed. Still Digweed, still going on here now, Lewis. Was well defended, but Robbie Hunt on the right hand side keeps it in play. Now the cross comes in. Oh, it could well. It was nearly a challenge there for the goalkeeper. I'm not quite sure who took the chance there.
Yeah, must have, when Tiz was going through the middle, Ryan, I thought we were going to have another Tiz goal moment like when he scored for the first team.
I remember that.
Last season. I mean, it's in the goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the goal.
He come through the middle.
It was very similar. Yeah, Menembola set him up quite well there.
Yeah. I thought he's maybe he saved his goals for the camera.
Let's hope so.
That was promising. Yeah. It's easy to recognise Tiz because he has one short longer than the other for some reason. I don't know whether it's some sort of.
One's short.
Look, he rolls one of his short legs up. You what? Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe a little quirk. Who knows?
And it's Robbie Hunt now on this right-hand side.
I think it's James Clark, isn't it?
Oh, sorry. Oh, no, yeah, you're right. It's James Clark.
The final ball. Isn't it?
And once again, it's just the final ball once again in Cameron Omar. I think expressing frustration on the sidelines there, saying exactly that.
Yeah. Callum Hollins, he didn't know where the ball was there, but it's Lewis Digweed with the ball.
The outside of the ball there. Digweed couldn't quite keep committed there, but he's still going. Lewis trying to get this ball back. Very good pressing there.
Great battling by Lewis Digweed. Also, I forgot to mention Lewis did actually play with the first team in the game last season as well. So,
and it's Callum Elliott. Looking for that ball behind the fray. It wasn't quite up to standard there for Callum Elliott, but the ball's out of play for a Biggleswade United throw.
Yeah.
So that was just kept it in play there. It definitely looked like it was in play, and still will be something out of nothing here. Callum Elliott looking to cause some danger, and Biggleswade United, I think, have the throw.
Oh, look, we've got.
And we have a Bernat.
We have another legend from the Biggleswade United there.
Hello, Bernat.
You're right, okay. Yeah.
Good to see Bernat. Not seen him in the last couple of weeks.
No, I think he's been away.
What was the throw in there, Biggleswade? I'll tell you what, we were right in front of that. I couldn't tell you who hit that last.
Yeah, I think you appealed loudest, I think, to be honest.
Good pressing there by Callum. Nearly caused the mistake as well.
Yeah.
The block there, that Frade couldn't quite keep his feet together. Oh, it's a bit of afters there, but I don't think there was any intent in that at all, was there, really?
No. I think it's Frade's strength again, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's another throw in here for I think Biggleswade a bit frustrated here because it wasn't far off the line at all.
No.
And because when you can take that throw in quickly, it means you won't have as many bodies to defend against. And this little break in play means everyone's managed to get back. And I've noticed what you mentioned about the throw in. Only one player's up for a counter attack, and I think that tells you about the fear maybe of conceding. In Barton Rovers' side. I mean, they've conceded a lot of goals in the league.
Yeah. Oliver Henton.
That's Lewis Digweed. Back out to Hollingsworth.
Robbie Hunt.
That's Henton. Lovely little bit of play here for Biggleswade. It's still dangerous. Callum Elliott with the strike. Well blocked in the end.
Nice passage of play there for Biggleswade.
It was a good little passage of play, but as you mentioned, a lot of players back for Barton Rovers.
Good battling there from Callum Elliott there. And he's away.
Right-hand side that might well be causing problems. Lewis Digweed's under a lot of pressure here. And I tell you what, he done absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, we can take our word for it because the manager's in the way, but you can take our word for it.
He's done the turn and the forwards.
Oh, I love the tackle there from Tiz.
But you're seeing this is much better now from the open for.
A lovely ball from Tiz.
Lovely ball.
Manambolo.
Manambolo, Biggleswade could be in here. It's Frame Manambolo.
Oh,
and he's got it over the bar. He had Robbie Hunt right in the box, ready almost for a tap in there, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. You can understand. You can understand why Frey would have gone for goal with the form that he's been in.
Yeah.
And when you're a striker, you're going to go for goal as well. That was unlucky there for Frey.
It's a last run from Frey, just.
That's probably the first time that the ball's been just right going into the final third.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. The goalkeeper's going to get the ball. There's a ball over there. Anyway, I'm not going. Yep. So the management team over the chat. Try to see if they can turn it around a bit. Oh, looks like the back's underway. The goalkeeper's gone down to the back garden of the local pub to retrieve the ball, and he's ready to start playing again.
So a free kick given to
Biggleswade, Jet. Yep.
taken quickly there by James Tizard.
James Clark there, and to Callum Hollingsworth.
Referee on that mate there, Callum Elliott. Now back to Fred Steer. A lot of pressure here given by Callum Elliott.
That's right.
There's two players challenging in there just to.
Yeah, it's certainly Biggleswade having the better of it the last 10 minutes. They really put some pressure on there.
Absolutely.
So it's very promising.
Especially, you mentioned before and after the goal.
I can't believe we're taking the throw. The ball went off over there, didn't it? Didn't go off and they're off. That's a strange decision.
It was a little bit, yeah. And Biggleswade looking to now go back out onto the right-hand side. Or maybe Louis Digweed's looking for the pass. Oh, it's Frame Mbola's managed to get onto the ball. I'm not sure if that was really meant for Mbola there, but he's got
done well there, Frame.
Has done
very well.
Cross comes in. Henson was looking for the ball.
Yeah, great bit of strength there from Frey.
The scene Barton Rovers are getting deeper and deeper as well as Biggleswade continue possession. Now it's Mbola on the ball. Back to
James Clark.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Cross comes in.
It's a corner.
By Robbie Hunt, and now it's out of play for another corner.
And that's gone somewhere.
That's gone over. Tizard the Biggleswade. You know, oh, it's a throw-in actually, not far off the corner.
All right.
We thought it was a corner. Apologies for that. That is a throw-in.
Throw-in, yeah.
To Biggleswade United reserves. Looks like it's going to be a long throw here.
That's quite a long
throw.
Oh, it's a corner there.
And now it's a corner to Biggleswade United.
Nice long throw there from Rob. And who's going to take the corner here? It's going to be Rob again. I think it will be. I imagine this will be more of an outswinger, being right-footed. Unless he do something with the outside of his boot.
Corner to Biggleswade. I think Robbie's over this one as well. He's taking it short this time. Henton with the cross. That wasn't Henton, that was Tyler Smith. Apologies. That's strike from distance. Callum Elliott. Well blocked. And now Barton Rovers once again on this counter-attack. And be careful he doesn't get brought down here.
Oh, great tackle there.
By Fred Steer.
What
Still
a tackle.
dangerous
Fred
though
Steer
here
there.
for Biggleswade. It's certainly looking like Barton Rovers, their best attacking play is definitely on the counter-attack.
I must say, hats off to Fred Steer. What a cracking tackle that was. Brilliant.
Match-saving tackle.
It was.
As well.
Yeah, keep them in the game there. I know it's still only 1-0. Still quite.
That was a late challenge there by James Tizard.
Yeah, very late.
Definitely one of them, let them know you're here kind of tackles there by James Tizard.
Yeah.
Be fortunate not to get a yellow there. I don't think it's going to be a yellow card.
Yeah. No, it's I know that Fred spent a lot of time on one of the subs last season, so he's playing tonight, and I think he's had a decent game, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
He's one of the players that stood out tonight, and his dad would be pleased to hear me saying that as well. I used to work with his dad. Yeah. I've got backstories about every player, I think. If Chris is watching, evening, Chris. Right.
Kick here to Barton Rovers. A lot of players are up here as well, if we can counter, but got some defending to do first. Jack Marshall's committed.
Yeah, it's gone off here.
It has gone out of play. And you're seeing almost instantly a lot of Barton Rovers players running straight back. I mean, you see that normally, don't you?
Yeah.
Get a goal kick, but
So long ball to Robs.
That ball over the top. Couldn't quite find Robbie Hunt there. James Clark. This well could have potential here for Biggleswade. It's Robbie Hunt now on the right hand side, looking to keep this in play.
Nah.
Just too far for him, I think, there. And it was a bit of a heavy pass, I think, there by Ollie Henton.
Yeah, just a bit heavier. Like the wind's behind them, so they've got to watch the passes going forward. But like I said, it's worth having pot shots if you can.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the way Biggleswade play, I think going into the wind might help them second half.
Yeah, certainly.
But they've got to watch the counter attacks. This seems to be the main outlet for Barton Rovers.
Let's go, kids. Come on. This is too long.
Oh, that's a big week. Couldn't quite.
Back to
Yes, and in
keeper.
the end, it's comfortable there for Jack Marshall, but it wasn't there for a second.
No.
And now it's out to back to Lewis Digweed now. Which right hand side is Jack Clark.
Yep.
Sorry, that's that one.
What's going on Twitter? On Twitter, say.
Yes. I was going to plug it. Let's see.
Oh, wait, no. So it's bottom of the throw.
A little touchdown there by Robbie Hunt. Now it's James Tizard. So we've been in the game the last 10 minutes or
Nice
so.
ball
but
from
he's still
Tiz.
brilliant
They've got a
ball
chance
by
here.
Tiz.
There's Robbie Hunt there.
So Robbie Hunt now. There's bodies going forward for this. He's taking his time with the cross. It's well blocked there. I think he was waiting for bodies to get into the box, and Robbie's crossed it in again. His goal could well be dangerous. Lovely little strike.
Oh!
Brilliant save. In the end, that was Tyler Smith, and that all really came from the right-hand side of Robbie Hunt there.
Yeah,
Nick.
the cross got blocked, but it's the first time little chip ball into the area, and Tyler Smith unlucky. Great
Rebound cross on the volley as well. It was not an easy technique whatsoever.
No.
Defence was definitely not. And now it's a corner to Biggleswade. Robbie Hunt with the cross in. It's headed away. Going Callum Elliott on the volley. Well blocked there by the defender. Now it's back with Jack Clark. Clark back out to Robbie Hunt. Still Robbie Hunt gets the cross in.
Cross. Oh!
Biggleswade United are getting closer. I think the referee said handball. They might.
Same ball, isn't
Are
it?
they giving a? Oh,
Hey,
the referee's dropped his card.
He's booked.
He's actually booked Callum Hollingsworth
Yeah.
for a handball there.
Yeah.
They're saying he's come off his hand instead of his head for the chance, and they've given a free kick.
Yeah. I was about to mention, Ryan, this Saturday, the Biggleswade United first team were in
Huge match.
huge match in the FA Vars. Is it the second round, is it?
The first round proper.
First round proper. Get it
Yeah,
right.
First round proper of the FA Vars. It's Biggleswade United against Redbridge
FC.
FC. FA Vars first round proper. And if you can't make it down to the Keach Hospice Care Stadium, we'll be audio streaming or Twitter space audio commentary. I'll be doing audio commentary live on Twitter. So make sure you do follow our Twitter page at Biggleswade United on Twitter. And we'll have full match highlights as well on YouTube after the match. But won't be able to live stream, unfortunately. But next best thing, I think it's very popular at the moment, the audio commentary. And just Barton Rovers here, they're not really playing this out from the back very cleverly. And as I say, that's a good ball there by the goalkeeper.
Keep them very well there. Go on, keeper.
Over the top is something that
Yeah.
it looks like a back three at the moment for Biggleswade.
Yeah, he's changed formation slightly. He's that's a risky. That's risky. That's
away the ball, and this could well be dangerous here. It's well recovered in the end by Ollie Hendon.
Did well,
I think
Ollie.
He had to be as well.
He had to be, yeah. That's a foul.
Free kick given. Just a bit of frustration and now popping into for Biggleswade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seeing him around just over 5 minutes before half time.
Yep. On about Saturday's game, the FA Vars. Hope we get as many down here as possible. I believe it's £7 admission. Get yourself down there. It's going to be a fantastic atmosphere. Got a fantastic clubhouse for your half-time pint and maybe a hot dog from the refreshment stand.
Oh, it's going
Oh.
to be dangerous. Trap mark. There's
it's
nothing in that.
nothing in
That
that, no.
certainly didn't make a meal of that, or didn't put even in
Yeah.
the challenge.
Yeah.
The referee, luckily for us there,
Yeah.
was straight away onto that saying that's no penalty, which is a good decision by the referee.
Yeah, I think the Barton player must have been shot by a local
It's a poor
gunsman
touch
in
there
the
by
background. But anyway,
Freeman. But yeah, as we were saying about the VARs on Saturday, I think
that's enough for a goal kick, I think.
he's kept it in play.
It's in also.
It's going to be dangerous here, and it's well cleared the way, I think, by Hollingsworth.
Yeah.
Now, Biggleswade, I've got to get this back out now, as Barton Rovers are starting to really get back into this. I say get back into this, they're 1-0 up, but the last 10-15 minutes, like the possession-wise, has mainly been with Biggleswade, but they've got a good spell here, the host. But now Biggleswade looking to hit Barton on the counter-attack now. They're almost trying too hard, I think, with the final ball once again there.
Yeah, I think they've got to play a bit more simple, really. He's yeah, I think
the Biggleswade United Preserves, they got themselves their first win in Barton Rovers last time out against Oakley. And this Barton team are looking to do just that tonight as well, so that's a good incentive for them.
Yeah.
Biggleswade hoping that win last time out could well be something to really build off. And it's Ollie Henson, who's definitely been one of the star players out there this evening, I think. He's kept it in play. Callum Elliott, another promising youngster.
Yep. And, he's running straight through. He's got through two challenges there.
And he's given a free kick, I think, there to Barton Rovers as well.
Yeah.
It's a poor free kick here by Barton Rovers, and it's an opportunity if Callum's running, sprinting for that ball, and he's done brilliantly, Callum Elliott. And he's
made something
out of nothing here, Callum Elliott. Oh, and it's just that poor ball. And brilliant there by Tyler Smith to recover.
Oh.
Now it's James Tizard. Oh, it was brilliant in the end there by Robbie Hunt. I wasn't sure if he could get to that ball. Being outstremped here a little bit by the defender. He's got a lot of work.
Robbie's got it.
He's looking for a free kick there. Referee is not having any of it there. And now it's back out with Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth back to Lewis Digweed. Tyler back out now to Callum Elliott. There's 3 minutes to go. Barton Rovers 1, Biggleswade United 0. Oh,
hello.
A little flick there by Tyler Smith. And now it's Freeman and Bolo. This is a good build-up play. Now it's Robbie Hunt and...
Oh,
is it Robbie Hunt there?
It was Robbie Hunt,
he was
yeah.
Right in behind there.
Yeah.
I don't think he realised just how... I don't think he
No.
anticipated the ball to get
No.
I
would not say Tyler Smith meant that pass, but yeah, it looked good. I think hopefully you caught it on YouTube as well. So
again, it was and Hollingsworth has put his body on the line there.
Yeah, I think the ball hit him where you don't want the lower groin area. You don't in the area you don't want to be hit.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to describe it.
Yeah, so he's a bit winded there. But,
took one for the team, I think they call that.
Took one for the team. Absolutely, yeah. Yep. Yeah, give him some time to get some wind back. Yeah, and at least he must be so pleased that we're streaming this tonight. Yeah.
For a minute to go. I'm sure there won't be that many stoppages either.
It's a free kick to Biggleswade.
I'm not quite sure what he's given that for. Apologies for any our language there.
Yep.
It's Tyler Smith takes the free kick on the halfway. Biggleswade, certainly they played well. I don't think
they played okay.
Not been bad at all.
No, certainly don't. You can say they're unlucky to be 1-0 down. That's for sure.
It's a heavy touch there by Tiz, and He might well be in trouble. They don't want to concede a second before half time.
I
The
think
man
he's.
who's got the first who's in might well be in behind here. It's crossed in. It's good ball. Oh, and it was a heavy touch. Certainly got
Goal kick.
He's got the ball though. It's goal kick as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to be careful at the back. You know, they're leaving like 2-on-2 quite commonly. You know, there's you know, you can see Barton have been a threat going forward. They've got a bit of speed up front, and it's you've got to be careful. You know, all going forward. I think they're losing. Sometimes they do lose their shape going forward.
Be a little bit careful not to get too
Who's that?
this technical area there.
Yeah.
Cameron Omar, I think, was asking for the yellow card for a potential dive, and I can see his point.
Yep.
The rules of the game. If he's got players go down, he hasn't given a penalty. He's gone down. Well, is it a dive? And this goal could be the chance for Freeman and Bolo. He's got players in behind as well. It's Freeman and Bolo. Still Freeman and Bolo. They're looking for a penalty, I think, for a potential handball there.
I think they are.
This end.
Tell you what, I think they're
Still playing. The cross comes in. It's too far forward. And
I think
no penalty. They might.
I think
We were on the wrong side there, but the linesman certainly would have had a good view of that.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if it's one of them moments when we're at that side, we'll be saying it has to be a penalty.
Yeah. You can't tell from here, but the linesman you would have thought would have had a decent view. We have played 45, so I'm sure there won't be many minutes left for the half.
Frey's reaction was quite interesting there because he had the ball and he suddenly stopped and appealed.
Yeah.
So he must be something there. Yeah, be interested to know.
30 seconds before half time. It is Barton Rovers reserves 1.
And they're making a substitution.
Biggleswade United reserves 0, and there'll be a substitution here for Barton Rovers.
Yeah, it looks like the centre half's going off. Number 17.
There it's
17 for 11.
It's Kawanku Aining. And who was the man?
Number 11.
Number 11, Luca Gleeshaw. Haven't quite wrote down the subs for the Barton Rovers team, so apologies if you're watching.
Yeah.
If you're a Barton Rovers supporter. It's cleared away once again.
So throw Biggleswade.
Probably be the last play of the half, if not the last.
Yep, we know where Dell's off to. No, he's not. He's back pushing the game.
Bolo's get that in play. Freeman and Bolo.
Throw to Biggleswade.
Throw into Barton Rovers. I think that was final.
Yeah.
I think that did come off Frey.
Yep. And throw to Barton again.
I thought that was a throw to Biggleswade there.
Yep.
Both times, I think
I think it counts as VAR. Yeah.
Throw-in's taken. I'm sure that'll probably be one of the last plays. And that is
the
half
time
whistle. Two teams I mentioned that have started this campaign struggling. Barton Rovers without a win, and Biggleswade getting their first win last time out. But I think the goal from Barton Rovers, Nick, certainly at the time came against them on a play.
Yep.
Biggleswade have played very well. I think they've just struggled a little bit in the final third.
Yeah.
And it's just getting that pass right through. Got in behind once, and arguably maybe the pass was on for Robbie. But
should we go up there or over there? Setting off.
Yeah, potentially we might go. We might end up turning round, but the half-time score here at Barton Rovers is Barton Rovers reserves 1, Biggleswade United reserves 0. We will be back for the start of the second half. We'll be moving a few things around, so if you see the camera moving, that's what we're doing.
See you then.
Teams are back out for the second half. It's a big 45 minutes for both sides. I think it's a huge 45 minutes, I think, as well, also for the hosts, because, like I said, they're looking for their first win. But it's important that Biggleswade United continue to play their own game. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. Let us know where you're watching from. Make sure you stay followed and stay subscribed to the Biggleswade United YouTube channel, our Twitter page as well. And a big reminder that the huge game next Saturday, this Saturday, Biggleswade United against Woodbridge FC. First round proper of the FA Vars. We're expecting a really, really good crowd. But if you cannot make it to the match, we will be going live on Twitter with audio commentary with myself, Ryan Madden. Nick Whitcomb will be on his normal announcing duties for the home matches, as he always is. Speaking of the devil, he's coming over right now, Nick. And I just got to remind myself to get my stopwatch back up and running as we look to continue the second half. It'll be Barton Rovers that will be kicking this off at the start of this second half, a half-time interval that flew by. And that is the start of the second half.
Yep, up and running again.
We're back up and running here at Barton Rovers, and Barton really looking to get up the pitch quickly.
There's a throw, Biggleswade.
Barton Rovers manager just before the start of the second half, saying, encouraging his side to get pressing right from the start.
Yeah, I was asking around in the clubhouse at half time, and the consensus is that we don't deserve to be losing, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And this opportunity maybe to put that right. I think it would be interesting what Cameron would have said at half time, because Biggleswade United haven't really done a lot wrong in there.
Yeah.
But then they found themselves a goal down, and it's just about being a bit more clear cut. Frey certainly looks like he's more out wide in this start of the second half. He's mistimed that pass, but he's kept it in play. Freeman and Bolo, we've got a good view of this battle here between McCann and Menambolo. Menambolo's lost out there.
Yep.
He realised how much time he had there, because he's certainly able to try
Throw it to Biggleswade. No, it's not. No, it's throw to Barton. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think to be honest, I think Frey tried a bit too much there. I mean, but I don't know what support he had to pass around. Yeah, I'd.
Henson wins the ball back. Oh, sorry, Tyler Smith. Keep on getting those two confused, mixed up. Get away there. Lewis Digweed on the ball. And Tyler Smith, who's looking for Robbie Hunt.
We carried on running, I think.
Pressing through the middle here with a lot of space here, Barton Rovers. Good work again. It's a little deflection, little bobble, but in the end it was an easy save there for Jack Marshall in the Biggleswade United goal. He's six to throw it out quickly. Back out with.
And that's gone off for throw. Yeah, with a slow, cagey start from Biggleswade. Tizard with the ball.
Good play there by James Tizard. It's out to Callum Elliott. Have a little overlapping behind. Cross comes in, and then Bolo is flags up for offside. Turn, great finish, but the flag was up very early on this side.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see. We weren't in line with it, so.
Yeah. It must have, it might have been an offside position to start with there. Who knows? We got some of the Biggleswade fan behind us. Oh, Biggleswade fan.
You know it, Jane.
That's a shame. No. There's quite a few supporters in the Barton Rovers Football Club stand. I assume it's called. So is it a substitution or
He's making a double soon.
Biggleswade?
Taking behind and Tizard can't quite keep on to the ball. Number 14's been really dangerous in this second half so far for Barton Rovers. Shot comes in, it's well blocked by Hollingsworth.
What's the chance the box gone? And
Could well be a chance for Biggleswade if we can get this right. Menambolo couldn't quite keep the ball. The ball back out to Tizard, he's just lost out there. And now Barton Rovers on the counter attack. Could well be in trouble here. There's bodies up here for Barton Rovers. The cross comes in, and in the end, it's well caught by Jack Marshall. But it's another warning sign there. And he's very quick off his. Robbie Hunt there almost rescued the ball out, in play there. Brilliant play there by Freeman and Bolo. Just being very close, well closed down, isn't he? Freeman and Bolo. The defenders are very close to him.
Yeah.
Before he gets the ball, and you can tell that they probably have done their research here on Frey.
He holds the ball up well, doesn't he, Frey?
He does. When he's got two players very up close to him, two big centre halves that you're seeing here tonight, it can be difficult for any forward really to play when you're being very heavily targeted. With their defensive record, I think they want to try and empathise the importance of trying to keep a clean sheet. But brilliant play here by Lewis Digweed, even though he's lost out there. Lewis Digweed. Now back out with Jack Marshall there.
He sent him for a half-time hot dog there.
That could have gone very wrong being that far out of his box there, but he's done well, the young keeper. God, it takes a lot of confidence for a keeper to do that, especially when you're 1-0 down as well.
You don't come off, oh dear. It's
Yeah.
something you don't want anyone to know. Should be caught on YouTube tonight. But yeah, Jack done well.
Yeah, definitely. Callum Elliott.
Oh,
That looked like a handball from here, but the referee hasn't even
Fred-
acknowledged it really. Play on. Now
steered
it's
up.
back out with Callum Elliott. Be a little turn of pace. Touch a shot. I think he was almost an arm in there between a cross and a shot there, Nick. This is a good play though by Jack Clark. Jack Clark has got bodies up there. Cross.
Lovely cross.
And I think he's kicking himself, Menambolo, because that was a cracking cross there by Jack
Brilliant
Clark.
cross
Callum
there.
Elliott.
It's a free kick.
And it's a free kick to Biggleswade, and it's a brilliant cross in there by Jack Clark, wasn't it? And Menambolo was inches away from getting his head onto that.
I'll tell you what, cracking play from Jack Clark. You know, he quickly found the opportunity there, won the ball. It was a very good cross. Very good. Just inches over Fraser.
Looks like Robbie Hunt will be over this free kick as well.
And we saw what he done in the first half with the corner.
I was going to say, if he can curve this free kick like he curved the corner, Nick, it's certainly a better angle for him, lads.
Yeah. I think
Is it Robbie over the free kick?
it is. Yeah. It's Robbie Hunt over the free kick. Let's see what.
There's a lot of players up here as well. Two players back for Biggleswade United as well as they look to get themselves back on level terms in the contest. Cross comes in. It's come all the way through. Oh, we mentioned that we were at the right angle, and that was inches
away again
by Robbie Hunt.
That got me a big all there. Substitution for Barton Rovers.
Should be their second substitution of the match as well.
Yep. And it's number 5 coming on. And coming off is, I think it's number 14. Number 7? Number 7's coming off.
Sam Howes.
For number 7.
For the captain, Craig McCann, coming off.
Yeah, it was the captain. It was the captain coming off here. So we took the armband. And waiting for the kick. Take the free kick. The goal kick.
They have made a substitution, but
the bounce.
Early goal kick there, and I don't think anyone from a Biggleswade standpoint really anticipated it there. Brilliant play there by Hollingsworth. That's Robbie Hunt. There was no one there really. He was keeping the ball in a good place there, Robbie Hunt, but there was no one really in the middle of the midfield really to latch onto it. Oh, brilliant interception there by Callum Elliott. Couldn't quite keep the ball. It was actually,
And
in the end, it's a throw-in or a free kick.
I think it's given a free kick to Barton, I think.
Oh,
I don't know. Well, both changing for the ball. Let me give a.
I can hear Heather from the other side saying it wasn't a foul, so he's certainly given a free kick. Heather certainly wasn't happy with that being a free kick.
That was it.
We
Well,
weren't really on the right angle.
No.
We're on the other side of the pitch, so we can't really tell. But obviously, Heather would have had a better angle than us
yeah.
on the other side of the pitch. But anyway, the free kick has been given. Robbie and Frey are still up for a potential counter attack. Cross comes in, it's dangerous, and free kick. They've given a free kick. Barton
Free kick.
They scored.
It's a foul on the keeper,
Yeah,
I think.
foul on the keeper. It was good for the referee, and there I looked at the referee almost straight away because something didn't look right. I wasn't sure if it crossed the line at first.
Yeah.
Now Jack Clark has been dangerous on this side. It's Jack Clark. He's looking for Robbie Hunt. Was well intercepted there, but it's unlucky there by Robbie. He's had a good game.
Yeah.
Robbie Hunt.
Hey lads, well done, keep that tight back there.
Oh, and that could have been dangerous there. Seen a little bit of a lapse of concentration there by Ollie Henson, who did have a very good first half. Crucial points in the game, 10 minutes into the second half. Biggleswade United still looking to get back on level terms. They are very well structured at the moment, Barton. But there's certainly opportunities. When you go in behind, they're just not doing it enough, I don't think, at the moment.
No, they're not. They're not.
We've seen it
That's
here
not a
once
bad ball,
again.
eh?
It's a brilliant ball. And Jack Clark's gone on the overlap here. It's Jack Clark. He's into the box now, and it was
Corner.
well intercepted. Good play all round, actually. It was Brian Davis who intercepted. Corner to Biggleswade. I mentioned that they just keep going in behind. There's certainly opportunities here for Biggleswade United. And once again, they've got themselves a corner. Tyler Smith. Oh no, it's Robbie Hunt with the corner on the right side for this as well. It's Robbie Hunt. Comes in.
Oh,
Potential is play it down, but Biggleswade United will, if they get the ball, will certainly want to keep playing. Lewis is back on his feet though. It was a short driven cross there.
yeah, it's
Robbie,
cool.
There was no one on the end of it really.
No,
In
they're
the end.
still knocking on the door. So one of them lets them in. There's a throw to Biggleswade. That's a miscontrol there from the number 11. Yeah, this side seem to be seems that free kick was given. They've suddenly up to gear there, but they've got to be careful.
Yeah, they do. And once again, you're seeing this counter. There's 3 bodies up for this one as well. Well defended by Lewis Digweed. I think he had to be as well.
Yeah.
Dan Lewis, Frey, Smith.
There's a bit of a loose
Not
pass.
sure if it was offside, but the linesman certainly didn't say anything. That ball over the top just wasn't quite there. Tizard. Lovely little touch there by James Tizard. Now it's back out to Callum Elliott. Back out with James Tizard, looking for that final ball to Menambolo. It was well marked out of the. He was well marked there, Menambolo, but I think Tiz was looking for a bit of movement from him there. It's good defensive duties there by Robbie Hunt, helping out his defence. Now it's
Robbie done well,
Fred Steer.
Yeah.
And this is the ball that we've been after now. It's Frey Menambolo. Can run out defenders. He's got 3 of them. The first one's done well, and it's out of play for a throw-in to Biggleswade United. We'd like to thank actually the Biggleswade United reserve sponsor, Flawless Landscapes. They are in their brand new reserve shirt, I think, for the first time this season, I was told.
Yep.
And,
it's a substitution for Biggleswade coming on now as well.
And it looks like we'll be seeing a substitution for Biggleswade, their first of the afternoon.
Yeah.
As we approach the hour mark.
I don't know who's coming off. Looks like I think Tyler's come off. I see Tyler's just walked.
Coming off.
Tyler's just come off, and who's coming on? I can't see. No, it's not Danny Carter. It's I'll tell you, number 15.
Number 15 is George Heaps.
George Heaps. Got the two brothers, George and Brad Heaps, on the bench today. And George, come on. Brad's he came on the sub for a few games for the first team early in the season, and played got involved in some of the friendly games as well. It's the first time first time I've seen George play.
Yeah, same. That ball in behind here. Jack Marshall had to get clear that away, and the wind might not have been in his favour there.
No. I think, interestingly, Ryan, I've just noticed a tactical change from Cam. George Heaps has gone to the right wing, and Robbie Hunt's moved into the middle more, playing behind Frey.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just noticed that. Bit of a tactical change, I think.
The two for Biggleswade is James Clark, not Jack. Have I been saying Jack? You know what? I do apologise there, Josh. It's because I've got Jack Marshall's name. Right?
Yeah.
It's because I've got Jack Marshall's name next to James Clark.
Yeah.
So I keep on saying Jack Clark instead of James Clark. It's actually James Clark.
James Clark, yeah.
Josh. I've even got it written right on my pad, and I can't get it right. Thank you for the correction there, Josh. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sebastian says, "Come on, Biggleswade. We are cheering on Biggleswade." And of course, make sure you follow us on Twitter at Biggleswade UTD for all the latest updates and Twitter Spaces.
Goals.
Now thing.
Goals.
Which will be live on Saturday. Big game. If you cannot make it to the Future Sophisticated Stadium, expecting a decent crowd
Nice
for
ball
our
there.
last match against Redbridge. As
Good
now the reserves are looking to try and. It was a good play there by the substitute, George Heaps. Definitely had a bit of skill about him there.
Yeah, quick feet there from George.
James Clark. Apologies, James, if you're watching this back later on.
Yeah.
No worries. That's sounding really good. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate that.
Cheers, Josh. No. That can't be offside. Sorry. Do you think that's offside?
I couldn't really tell. I was too busy reading Josh's comment at the time, I'll be honest. I need to get you a shirt that says he can't be offside. We've got to make Nick Whittaker and Biggleswade United shirts. Get them on the ready. Get the hats, get the shirt. We need the merchandise, I tell you. Every game there's at least one.
Yeah. That was the... I like to call that the Amesbury moment. It can't be offside.
That was... Didn't matter in the grand scheme of things. We stayed up, but it could have been a very...
Yeah.
When you think of how close it got to right at the end, it could have been a very crucial point in the season. It could have been a very bad decision for our season, but in the end, we pulled through, as did the reserves as well.
Absolutely. In the end, all worked out well in the end for the teams, and hopefully onwards and up for this season.
The bounce here working out well, potentially here. Let's clear the way. I'll tell you what, Robbie Hunt in the second half has got himself in the game a lot more, and I think him being up front with Frey might help out Frey as well a little bit more.
Yeah, I think so, Ryan. I think that's really that's a nice tackle there from
James Tizard.
Tiz.
Couldn't quite keep the ball.
Tiz again. He won the ball there.
Tackle there by James. And it's still dangerous here. Barton Rovers have been very committed here. They've got players up forward here. This could well be dangerous. It's a fantastic goal. There's nothing more to say apart from that is quite a fantastic finish by Brian Davis. And you can see just how much it means to them. As I said, they're without a win this season.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if Jack was slightly off his line there, but even if he was, I think he would have struggled there.
Yeah. It's like substitutions there from Cam.
Yeah, looking to try and roll the dice here.
Yeah, it could be the last roll. And who's coming on?
It looks like it's going to be
I think
Brad Heaps coming on.
Brad Heaps and Danny Carter.
Danny Carter too, a bit more senior.
Yeah,
and Danny's still quite young, isn't he?
Yeah, Danny's been a mainstay in the team and coming on for James Tizard and Ollie Henton.
Ollie Henton, yeah.
So
hasn't really clicked there for Ollie.
He's having fresh legs in midfield. Tizard's friendly armband in discuss. He's not happy. He's not happy. He's having words with Cam.
Frustration.
A bit of frustration from Tiz.
But I tell you what, the hosts have certainly started the second half better than they started the first, I think.
Yeah.
And I mean, the biggest way they've had chances, but they just haven't I don't think they've been clinical. And James there, I think he's very frustrated on the sidelines there. I think he's probably more frustrated with himself than anything else.
Yeah, he always wants to give his best, James, to be honest, and or Tiz. It's only James playing, isn't there? Or Tiz always wants to give his best, and I'm sure he's been the captain and wants to lead by example. Just showing a bit of frustration tonight, but number 17's coming back on. Yeah, the thing about reserves, if you've been substituted, you can come back on later. That's you may recognise, Ryan, that this fellow was on in the first half. Yeah, came off towards the end.
The reminder: it is now Barton Rovers reserves 2, Biggleswade United reserves 0. Showed a lot of character in the last game. They won that last game 3-2, and if they are to get back-to-back wins, they're going to need the same result. To happen.
That's
and
a foul.
Around 25 minutes, and you have to say Biggleswade can get themselves a goal back very quickly. It'll be interesting to see what the Barton nerves are like. It could well be an opportunity, and George is coming in at the back post. But once again, I have to say, if we could get a goal in the next 5 minutes, it's certainly going to be an interesting last 5, because we've seen this Barton Rovers side in the last 5 have leaked a lot of goals, and you just got to think, if they do concede, what's their headspace going to be like?
Exactly, yeah.
For the next 20 odd minutes or so. So I certainly wouldn't call it game over by any stretch of the imagination.
No. I think the main thing at the moment, I think, for Biggleswade, they need to test the keeper. He hasn't been tested a great deal in this game.
No, I think you've hit the nail on the head there, Nick. Certainly hasn't really been tested enough.
It's George Heaps.
That's George Heaps.
George. Oh, yeah.
Was unlucky there by George Heaps.
Yeah.
He knew straight away. Apologies there to his teammates.
Come on, Jack.
Jack's got to come out for this one.
Yeah, I certainly say Jack didn't have a chance at that goal, to be honest.
No chance. Absolutely no chance. I said it. I was almost in disbelief when that goal went in.
Yeah. Not as much disbelief as that London Colney game early in the season, Ryan.
I thought you meant last Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
No, that was Colney Heath. Sorry.
London Colney. You remember the goal from the halfway line?
Oh, yeah.
Don't
remind me. Oh, no, we won the game.
Won the game.
George Heaps. And that was just too far there for George Heaps.
Yeah, I think the reaction to number 3 proves how much this game means to him tonight.
Yeah, certainly.
This is a massive game for Barton.
It really is.
You can tell.
They were bottom of the league before today without a win in their first 5, 0 points on the board.
Yeah, that's a massive
minus 12 goal difference as well. Oh, sorry, that was minus 12 goal difference. Both sides before today were on the same goal difference.
Yeah,
it's an interesting stat. Not the stat you probably want to read out, but it's still.
Two games the same ball, and they got a free kick. Oh, well.
So it was a free kick. Certainly looked 50-50.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely take the free kick with around nearly around 23 minutes to go here. And at the moment, Barton is certainly on the ascendancy in this second half. Jack's got to commit to this. Brilliant catch there by Jack Marshall.
Yeah, they just got to,
Robbie Hunt now on the ball.
Nice play from Robbie Hunt there.
Play there. Back to George Heaps. And lovely little touch once again there by Robbie Hunt. Back to Freeman and Bolo. He's been well intercepted.
Yeah,
by the number 13. I have to say he's probably had the beating of him so far in this game.
Especially second half. I think he's sort of grown a bit second half. And we've got a message there from Lou. Come on, Biggleswade. Yeah. Thanks, Lou, for support. Hope you're well. Lou's a key member of the Biggleswade United family. And it's a nice
fight. It's just too far there for George Heaps. Now it's James Clark looking to try and hit it clear. It was well intercepted. It was a good run there by Brian Davis, the man who's scored that wonder strike there for the.
Just a little shout out to Lou. She's actually our representative for Keach. Keach Hospice Care. So,
right.
Yeah, so all the sponsorship and charity work and support we do.
It's brilliant.
So, yeah.
Big shout out to Lou. And Freeman and Bolo.
Oh,
Yeah, Bolly's with him. It certainly hasn't been his day so far, Frey. But you know just how much quality he can possess as well.
I've got that right, Lou, by the way. And you see our Twitter, what do you call them? Twitter names?
Twitter handles. Twitter handle.
Twitter handles.
Yeah.
So it's a my name.
Maybe it's an American name. I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't.
that's
Twitter handles. Yeah.
a lovely touch. You know, it was by
Brad
Brad
Heaps.
Heaps.
What a lovely pot.
Freeman and Bolo couldn't quite keep his feet together.
Oh, hello.
Now it's back out with Callum Elliott, who barely touched the ball in the second half, and now it's back with George Heaps, who did the shot himself, and unlucky. It was a decent effort there by George Heaps.
But lovely pass here from Brad Heaps there.
Lou there, thank you. Great job as always, guys. Thank you very much, Lou. Appreciate for the kind words.
Thank you, Lou. And there we go. And it's
Another ball in behind
that's a long
here.
ball.
It's that number 14 has been causing Biggleswade to mention the man who scored, but he's really started this second half like a house on fire.
Yeah, as I mentioned, the wind's picking up, and so it proved it with that kick. Yeah.
Just under 20 minutes to go, and
Yeah.
I think it tells you the importance for these Barton Rovers players. Already asking how long left to the referee. Certainly would be a huge result for them.
Massive result.
They'd be very much frustrated, I think, from a Biggleswade United perspective after that huge win on the road last week.
Yeah. Well, up there, Callum Hollingsworth.
But as I said, just under 20 minutes to go.
Who
A
knows?
goal can change things, but you have to say Biggleswade will certainly need to get the next goal if
They
they
will.
were to have a chance to get back in this game.
They will. Well played, Lewis Digweed there. I think,
He's committed there, Lewis. He needed a little bit of help there, Lewis Digweed. He was trying to do it all by himself almost there.
Yeah.
And in the end, there's the foul that's been forgiven. I think it was Hollingsworth. I could be wrong.
Other Barton players down. From the bottom. Someone from the Barton bench was saying about sending off.
I heard that as well.
I'm not sure about that, but anyway. But it's a big chance here for Barton.
It's a huge chance, and
the wind's behind them. I'm sure he's going to have an effort on goal.
Jack Marshall's looking to try and get his wall sorted, and that I think would be crucial here. From here, we can't tell just how far out it is.
Yeah, I think it's about 25
But
yards out, 20 yards out, 25 yards. Just outside the area. It's about 25.
Barker over the free kick here for Barton Rovers.
It's about 25 yards out.
It's a very good range, and it's it's a goal kick. I thought Jack made a save there, but I think that's just come off the outside of the post.
Yeah, I think
for a goal kick, but it wasn't far off at all.
I think it came off the extension. I think you call it holding up the net. But that could have been dangerous, especially with the wind behind them. As I keep mentioning, especially chances like that. Oh, this is risky play here.
It's very risky.
Well, they got away with it. Showed confidence there. Very, very confident. Yeah, it's
their second balls at the moment.
All the time.
Apart from this one, and that's Brad Heaps again.
I think it is. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. I think that was Danny Carter. Callum Elliott.
That's not Dan Carter.
Oh, sorry, Brad Heaps.
17, isn't it?
And he's done well. Sorry, it is Danny Carter. I was right.
That's Danny Carter.
17, Danny Carter.
Okay.
That's Robbie Hunt. Back out to George Heaps. Got to make the most of this now, Biggleswade. George Heaps has got Robbie Hunt here on the overlap. You can find him.
On the ball.
Good interchange between George Heaps and Robbie Hunt now on this side.
Nice turn. Now
he's got himself another corner here.
I think Biggleswade need to get some more bodies in the area.
Yeah, I was going to mention, I'm surprised we haven't got more players in the area for this. There's not much like a zonal here. And it's come off. Oh, this was Hollingsworth, I think that was. Never in doubt. Clear the way.
And
it's a
And there we go.
George Heaps here with the throw. Cross coming in now. Whoa, and Ray was in an offside position there. That's why he didn't go for the ball.
Yeah.
I don't think he expected it.
But then he gets more bodies going forward. It's,
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
a bit more ambitious. You know. It's easier said
And
than
there
done.
we go. Forcing the mistake. That's better play by Callum Elliott.
And it's gone.
And it's out of the park.
It's gone. Well,
it hasn't. It's
back,
back in.
back in the park. It's it's gone flying out. That is.
Now, Biggleswade United, crucial points in the match. This get a goal back. It's very much game on. And now Biggleswade are enjoying this little spell now. Clear the way. To try and possess the danger was Danny Carter. I also want to be careful with potential counter attack. There's players still up forward, interestingly as well for Barton, which just goes to show their game plan. This was that's
a bad mistake.
Mistake. So not Danny Jack
Marshall.
Jack Marshall. All these Jacks, I'm getting confused.
Too many Jacks.
All up and behind. Brilliant ball to George Heaps. If he can get this right, George Heaps, and they're certainly expressing themselves a little bit more now. Biggleswade and
the final ball
just couldn't quite
He's
get
offside.
onto it. And
He's
surely
offside.
he
Has
was
to be offside.
offside there.
Yeah, it's got to be offside. And he was.
Has to be offside.
Has to be offside. I must admit, if it wasn't given, then I
would have questioned whether he was over the halfway, but he certainly looked it from here. It wasn't actually far off the halfway, actually.
No, it wasn't.
Looking where the free kick was taken. And that is, if he was in his own half, of course, he's not offside. So,
see the second
Robbie
ball.
Hunt with the strike.
Oh, I think that's going
Slightly wide there by Robbie, but you definitely cannot fault the effort there.
No.
Sometimes you've got to go for it a little bit more. If you don't take chances, you're not going to score goals. And
No, exactly.
not to state the obvious there at all. But
We've got some substitutions coming on.
another substitution now for Biggleswade United.
So Fred's coming off for looks like
Fred Steer, who's had a good game.
Fred Steer and Callum Hollingsworth coming off.
Fred Steer and Callum Hollingsworth.
This is Danny Carter coming on. I don't recognise Danny, and number 16. 16 and 12.
I thought that down as Matt Newman.
16 and 12. 12 Danny Carter.
Callum Every came on. I do apologise. I got my names mixed up.
Yeah.
Apologies.
I know I recognise Danny.
Danny Carter is now on the pitch. Callum Every came on earlier.
Danny's been a mainstay in this reserve for a number of years.
As we said earlier, when we thought he came on.
Yeah.
So apologies.
Say
That's
again.
on me there. Apologies. for that.
Robbie. Right. Oh. Sorry for the strange noises there. Okay, yeah.
Shot on goal there and had a go. I think.
So it's Callum Avery.
Callum Avery. Shot. Apologies, Callum, if you're watching this back tomorrow.
I'll say what, though. This Callum Avery, who's not Danny Carter, has been very lively since he's come on, number 17. He looks a very lively player in midfield. And very confident as well. So, another good young player for the future for the club. It's Callum Avery again.
He certainly made himself an impact.
He has.
Since coming on.
There's Avery again. He's not stopped working.
Oh, I think I might have mixed my numbers up on the on my notepad, which is why I got the names wrong there. So.
It's only just I recognise Danny. That's all. I should have recognised Danny from the first one. It's like one of the Barton players was on the telephone to his agent. With that, or just holding a towel to his head. I think he's on the phone. Joys of grassroots football there.
Brilliant ball.
There he goes.
It's could well be dangerous here. It's that was George Heaps.
Yeah.
Swapping sides there.
Yeah. It fooled us. It must have fooled the Barton, but it's a long kick.
Final
Should be
12
kick.
minutes here, and
Should keep the ball. Yeah, they just need a goal. You know, I know they haven't had many shots at goal at all. They've had a few efforts, just gone slightly wide. But Like I said earlier, they haven't tested the goalkeeper enough. But easier said than done. You've got to give credit to the opposition who've limited them to long-range efforts, really.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
And they've certainly played they haven't played like a team who have lost all their games so far in the division.
No, you can see this is a big night for Barton Rovers under the lights.
It'd be interesting. I don't know if they've got any senior players out there tonight. I couldn't tell you.
I don't know. What that was a strange angle there with the camera. I just realised. Pretty good impression that because they're playing uphill, but
I think it only happened when you signed in there, so
yeah,
it's okay.
And it's a
goalkeeper taking his time there.
Yeah.
And from their standpoint, you can totally understand.
Yep. Yeah, it'll take as long as he can.
James Clark there. Just got to keep their heads up here, Biggleswade. It's a big last 10 minutes. And you just got to have a bit of faith up top here. Menembolo, much better from him. Free kick given.
Free kick
in favour of Biggleswade.
Now, I think they get bodies in the box here. You know, get Robbie behind the ball. Get bodies in the box. This is a big opportunity.
He's certainly been one of their best players as attacking outlets.
Yeah.
Tonight, Robbie Hunt.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that because you're next to me, I promise, but he has been very good out there.
Yeah, he's had a good game. He has a good game.
And I think this is George Heaps over the free kick. This is Robbie.
No, Robbie
over the free kick again here. Cross comes in. A lot of players are up for this. Maybe not enough. First ball. James Clark has to commit to this. All the goalkeeper has, and it's back with Jack Marshall.
Yeah,
that kind of sums up Biggleswade United's night, really.
Yeah, you know, Brighton have been first to the ball most of the second half, and I think they're a bigger team as well. I think you look at the back.
Yeah.
I know Frey showed his strength a lot. Always could be a chance here.
This could well be a chance there. They weren't too confident.
Ryan, and
I had to get my acrobatic skills going on there with my goalkeeping skills there, but not quite.
And it's just up to Barton. And there's see the back of Tiz walk past.
As throw in now to Biggleswade. Appreciate that from Tiz. Trying to block himself out of the camera, really, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he's just cooling down after the efforts tonight.
And it's James Clark. We're waiting for a stoppage here. Not quite sure what we're waiting for. The referee's blown now. Got a throw in. Big last 10 minutes here for Biggleswade United's reserves sides.
Yeah. I think that's a fine example about the second ball there. So Frey knocked it on. There's just no one there.
It's got potential just too
chance
far.
here.
George Heaps looks to use Callum Everett.
That's a penalty. Got to be a penalty. Got to be a penalty.
He has given a corner.
Whoa. Oh.
Tell you what, we had a very good view of that.
Oh, I tell you what.
It'd be interesting to watch that back. I mean,
yeah.
he did get a bit of the ball, but he certainly got a lot of the man there.
That was close.
For sure.
Yeah, I think we VAR might say the ref, can you look at the monitor?
Corner's taken anyway. See if Biggleswade can capitalise on the corner. Come with the header away. I think, he's actually given a free kick in the build-up there to the corner.
Yeah.
To the hosts.
Yeah. Ron, I was about to say, if this was VAR, I'd be 10 to the ref.
I'd be very surprised.
Come look at the monitor. Yeah, that was.
No, it doesn't take much for them to look at it, does it?
No, not at all.
So,
not at all.
And in this letter, this day of modern football, it certainly would be agreed with. Crucial points in the game, 8 minutes to go. So that's giving you score.
Yeah.
At least to get a point back, potentially. But Biggleswade's still fighting to the end, which is our, never say die attitude of Biggleswade. Going through the ranks, not just in the first team. You're seeing that Robbie was just caught out there. Although he did do his best, and Robbie's still down, and the referee's actually blown for something else, I think.
Looks like Robbie's got a bit of cramp. And he's up. Now he's down.
I don't think Biggleswade are in the stages where they want to really kick the ball back out of play, especially if they've got the ball.
No.
That's a throw in. They've got around 6 minutes to go. Biggleswade still trying to chase this goal back. Potentially get back in this game.
Yep. That's a throw for
It's
Biggleswade.
been a very good defensive display in the second half by Barton Rovers.
Yep. And it's like substitution. Robbie Hunt's coming off. The cramps got the better of him. He has
had a good game.
He's had a very good game today. And Ollie Henton's coming back on.
Ollie Henton coming back on here for the reserves. Another reminder, huge game for the first team on Saturday. FA Vars first round proper. We'll be live on Twitter, so follow us at Biggleswade UTD on Twitter.
Yeah. And also, just a reminder, if you're going to the game and you want to hear your favourite song, oh, we go.
This will be an opportunity.
Oh.
And we're just in front of goal once again. Sorry, Nick.
Yeah, Ollie Henton there. Now, I was going to say, like, if you're going to the game on Saturday and you've got a dedication, maybe it's birthday, a wedding, anniversary, I don't know, or you just want to hear your favourite song, let me know via my Twitter and my Twitter handle, and I'll try and play it at half time or just before the game. I was going to play any song at the moment.
And Bolo, he's got the better of the defender there, but once again, he's been very isolated up there, hasn't he, Frey, in the second half?
He has. I know, Robbie.
I know they've tried to bring up players before, but players like Robbie that have come up and helped him have also been helping out his defence as well, which has left Frey a bit more isolated up there.
Yeah, it seems so. Yeah, they sort of lose their shape sometimes, I think you find in the game when they feel a bit under pressure. But you can't really say Biggleswade have played bad tonight.
Oh, no, I'm not
at all.
I haven't said that at all.
No, I know. I don't think they have. I think it's just one of those games they haven't really tested the keeper enough. I think that's just, it's, I think you could say it's credit to the opposition there.
Yeah,
maybe.
Definitely. He certainly said this game means a hell of a lot to them, and they probably saw this as an opportunity.
Yeah, massive game to them.
Full credit goes to them.
Yeah.
Especially the finish that I don't want to talk like it is the winner because we're still going up for
and he's through the keeper.
But if that is the winner, it's a good goal to win any game at any level.
Yeah. And classic goalkeeping then when you're in the lead.
Bit of frustration, I think that was there by
14.
Brad Heaps.
Yeah.
Interesting to see him in midfield. He has been played a few times coming off the bench as like a fullback. Sometimes comes on the midfield as well for the first team, but I have seen him come on in defence as well. Seems to be very versatile, Brad Heaps.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong here, I was told he used to be a goalkeeper as well.
Yeah, we've got quite a few sort of outfield players that used to be goalkeepers. Brad and Justin Greterex.
That's it, Greterex. I couldn't quite remember who it was, but you're right. You're bang on the money there, Nick.
Who also sort of played as a sub at the same time as Brad was.
Keep up.
Oh, and it's Frey's going to keep pressing this, and why not? It's not he's not offside, Lewis Digweed. He's going to try and keep this in play. Unlucky there by Lewis.
Yep.
Frey couldn't get onto the ball because he was pressing the goalkeeper. Then he was put into an offside position. So
Yeah, Lewis pushed forward.
he has. They're in the final 3 minutes of the half, and I said you can't fault the effort. They've just come up against a very resilient Barton Rovers side. They have caused a few mistakes, but like I said, when you're up against a team, and they've got a decent crowd here today as well, Barton Rovers, for a reserve game, it's not bad at all.
Oops.
Into the final couple of minutes, we'd like to, before we do end up, we will do a huge shout out to all our sponsors as well. That's Brad Heaps, intercepted, but it's still in play here for Biggleswade. The wind's really picked up as well. That ball in behind. Couldn't quite find it, Every.
And it's gone for fun.
They're still going to keep trying, though, Biggleswade United. At least to get a goal back. Apologies for any... I've never seen that before. That is... Biggleswade United down to 10 men. Drink could have...
Absolutely priceless.
So if you are just joining us, Colleen, so thank you for streaming and commentary. It's been a while since I've seen my son, Callum H, play.
Callum Hollingsworth.
Hollingsworth, yeah. That's absolutely fine. Just to reiterate what's just happened, Callum Every's just been given a sin bin.
Yeah,
and we were right in front of it, and you could probably even hear it on the stream, actually.
Yeah,
so apologies if it was foul language, but I actually didn't think it was.
Yeah, it's
just saying,
I've heard words.
Given a throw for that, like...
Yeah. Like, what's the difference, like, a few yards, mate? You've got a good point. You know, you've seen players going up,
to be
down.
honest, the management team have kind of egged it on there for Barton Rovers.
Yeah.
It's just a tad.
Yeah, I think the referee wanted to make a bit of a name himself for the game, to be honest.
If you're going to give a yellow, if you're going to give a sin bin with a minute to go, you might as well send somebody off because it's basically the same thing at this point.
Apart from
because you're not going to get back on the pitch.
Apart from you don't get the fine.
I suppose, yeah.
You don't want to be sent off, do you?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I take that back. Good, well said, Nick.
Yeah. That was nothing. I don't know.
It was nothing. We're in injury time as well. Biggleswade United now down to 10 men.
Yeah.
Thank you for the comment there, Colleen.
Yeah.
I think Callum, to be fair, he's had a good game himself.
Yeah.
Hollingsworth, especially in the first half. I thought it was very good.
Yeah, he's very steady at the back, and
we can't stream all reserve matches. I mean, I'm normally at most of the first team matches, and due to them playing at 2:30 and the first team playing at 3 o'clock, it kind of clashes. So this was our best opportunity in probably quite some time.
Yeah,
the best opportunity so far this season to cover the reserves, and we'll certainly try and cover as many games as we can.
I think especially midweek games.
Yeah, the midweek ones will be the most likely games, but Saturdays, unless Biggleswade United's games, unless they might have a game that's called off potentially, that could well be a Saturday game. But
yeah, I think it's. I think we're in the final stage of the game.
We are entering into injury time with Biggleswade United down to 10 men. And still playing here, Barton Rovers. I think that extra man really has helped them in the last couple of minutes. We are into injury time. Let's clear the way, and surely that's got to be. Hasn't been any stoppages, so it might be the substitutes. So maybe I'm surprised he hasn't blown the whistle yet.
Yeah.
Cross comes in, it's over the bar, given a goal kick. And it's a reminder to say a huge thank you to our sponsors. First of all, big thank you to the reserve team sponsor, Flawless Landscapes. You can see the brilliant new home shirts for the reserves for the new sponsor. Yeah. And also a big thank you to Winchmore Brickwork for sponsoring the men's senior team, VO for sponsoring the women's team, JB Motorsports for sponsoring the vets team,
yeah, that's very
Recycling Life for being our general sponsor, and of course, where we will be back next on Saturday, the Keach Hospice Care Stadium, formerly known as Second Meadow. We'd like to thank the Keach Hospice for being a ground sponsor for Biggleswade United, and I'm very surprised I've managed to do that all in one heap without getting any mistakes there. That wasn't bad, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, and VO, sorry, for sponsoring the women's team. Was nearly perfect.
Yeah.
Nearly perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Big mention back to actually the vets. I haven't mentioned actually during this game. Yeah. So for the game on Monday, unfortunately the game was cancelled. Or it's through and it's gone off.
Well, apologies for the language there, but I don't know if the referee picked up the goalkeeper's language there, because I certainly did. But
yeah, but that's okay though. That's it.
Apologies, sir. I just
I found it
that's got to be the funniest thing I think I've heard on commentary in a long time. Apologies if you were offended by watching that, but I don't know what's quite going on here. The game's still playing, and there's a.
I've got a ball.
I think it was because
There's one.
Fred has made it 1-0 to Manchester United. If anyone is interested,
I don't think number 3's interested, is he?
no, certainly not.
And
the referee didn't really catch on to his language either. So
yeah, but
there's always that.
I think that's more the goalkeeper. It wasn't the old number 3, to be honest. It's fair to George Heaps.
Oh, and this could be a chance. Freeman and Bolo. Freeman and Bolo shot blocked. It's probably one of his best chances of the match. Fray. We are deep into stoppage time. I stopped my stopwatch around 4 minutes ago, and we're still playing here. If you want to wonder, we're past the 90.
Oh,
so loose ball. I suppose there was a stoppage when they gave the sin bin as well, which was just into stoppage and
16.
been well cleared away.
Number 16 got back there, well.
By Matt Newman.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think number 3 for Barton's won the award for the funniest moment of the season.
I don't think anything will eclipse that. I really don't. But maybe I've got a bit of bias towards that. But we'll start. We'll continue now to try and stay impartial.
Yeah.
And continue. But that broke me. It really did. I know Harry wouldn't have appreciated that one bit either.
No.
But we will continue with a Barton Rovers.
Yeah.
Is it a throw?
It's a throw. Another ball has gone missing.
Well, we are deep in the stoppage time. It's a big reminder as well to say thank you, everyone, for tuning in to this Wednesday night stream. We barely ever get games on a Wednesday. Reserved had one today. So,
and
big shout out for Nick for getting me here as well.
No worries. It's been an enjoyable game. The excitement been good. And
it's the full-time whistle, and for Barton Rovers, it's a huge win. It's their first win of the season in this division. For Biggleswade United, after that big result in their first win last time out, it could well be back to the drawing board. But we did see some good performances out there from the likes of Robbie Hunt. James Tizard did well in the first half. Hollingsworth and Digweed. And Jack Marshall, I don't really think you could really fault him free for the goals, Nick, today.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But that's going to wrap us up here. Thank you all for tuning in. Once again, big thank you to all of our sponsors.
I think
Stands Games for sponsoring the reserve team. Sorry, Nick.
I think the ground staff have got to collect a load of footballs now because
definitely
quite a few went bouncing everywhere.
And a big reminder before we do head off, massive game. Head on down to the Keach Hospice Care Stadium this Saturday. It is Biggleswade United versus Red Bridge FC. Red Bridge FC, FA Vars first round proper. But if you cannot make it to the Keach Hospice Care Stadium, we will be live on Twitter Spaces. I will be on audio commentary, and then the full match highlights will be out on YouTube a couple of hours afterwards, or a couple of days afterwards. Not that sure yet, but we'll be live on Twitter. So follow us at Biggleswade UTD. We'll be sure to plug it throughout the week for a huge game for the football club, Nick.
Yep, a very huge game. Big game.
Return.
Big game. I hope we get a good crowd there.
I believe Jordan Wright will be back as well for
Yeah.
that one. So
And Jordan Wright knows all about the FA Vars.
Absolutely. The FA Vars winner last year with Newport Pagnell, who went all the way to Wembley, and we'll be hoping to do something similar. For the reserves this evening, unfortunately, it is a defeat, but there's certainly a lot to... You know, there's certainly some good sparks out there, I think, today.
I think obviously...
I came up again. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, it was a tough day in the office for the reserves. You know, they battled hard, but it's just one of those nights that just didn't come off from tonight. But hopefully we'll have better things in the future. Absolutely.
Thank you all for tuning in. And we will be back on Saturday. We won't be on YouTube, but make sure you stay followed to our Twitter page at Biggleswade UTD to make sure you can hear audio commentary of the big one on Saturday. FA Vars, once again, Biggleswade United versus Red Bridge FC in the FA Vars first round. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Take care. Have a good rest of your evening.
Thank you.
Right.